Good evening, sessionistas and photogs, and welcome to Photogs Life. My name is Chris Calumberan, and I'm the chief photographer and founder of Chris Calumberan FZE. Please visit our social media pages. The links are down below. We are in a treat right now. Very special day. We have a very special guest today for you guys. She will give us more information about what to wear during our business headshots. You know, she is the founder of Yasmin of July group of companies. I met her in her yacht for this beauty and fashion vlog interview that we were creating. So I met her within that beauty industry, beauty and fashion industry. She used to be a crisis management and business development in her corporate life. She works with multi-million corporations such as Toyota, Honeywell, Johnson & Johnson's, Hoffman La Roche, and she helps them open up branches in different countries. So let us welcome all together Miss Yasmin of July. Thank you for coming, Madam. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chris, for having me today.
Beautiful.
This is a pleasure for me to shoot in the episode with one of my favorite photographers in Dubai.
Thank you.
And one of the highest specialists.
Thank you. Wow.
And
it's kind of like time just flew in, just so fast. It's been like more than at least 5 years before when we were shooting that episode, isn't it?
Okay, you remember that, yeah. They wanted to shoot their episode, the video. So I tell them, okay, come over to my yacht, I will drive
It's
you
a
around.
very interesting
And they said, yes,
location.
so
Yeah.
that's how you came and said, who is the captain? Are you the captain? Yes, me. No. Yeah, I remember that. So you remember that thing. But it was a very nice...
By the way, they're still my client. You know, the people who hired us there, and it was just a nice, interesting experience to experience in Dubai. And we are here with a lot of possibilities, with a lot of things that we can experience. Or by the way, with saying all these beauty industry and fashion industry, Miss Yasmin is also in her corporate life a crisis management and a business development manager. So please, in your short word, how can you describe crisis management and business development in this corporate world so our viewers can understand it?
Yes, so who is this crisis manager? Crisis manager is usually these people found this position, this job by their own rules and their own mindset.
Yeah.
So crisis manager is the manager of the highest level who is also a highly qualified expert in few, let's say minimum 7 to 10 industries. So he should know very well the market. He's a very good salesperson. He knows how to make the professional negotiations and meetings. He can go and meet people on the top level in the government and the ministries and handle negotiations on a very highly professional level on behalf of the whole big corporation. So everything depends on his skills.
When it comes to headshots, obviously there are different disciplines and whatsoever that needs headshots so that we can promote ourselves, isn't it? So in your own words, how do you think headshots is important in your career?
This is a very good question. And I might even think that it is more important than you imagine. And I will tell you how important is it, because let's say in this situation I'm on another side. I'm the one who is choosing the right digital images, starting from the people to those images who talk about the whole company. So it is, let's say, one of the most important things where all the businesses should pay attention, your digital footprint. Because what happened, we live now in the era of social media. We live now in a digital era. And everything, all your effort, all your investment, all your great products, all your great achievements and investments, what you do and what you want to show to the market comes in a very tiny small picture on Instagram.
That's why it's very important to have a documentation of your achievements or your bits and pieces so that your digital footprint is there.
And not only that, it's not like before, like you could have any photo or any or picture. Now we do not read the newspapers.
Yeah.
We do not read the magazines. We have so many billboards outside. We do not read.
We are
the
being
leaflets.
bombarded by
Yes, and we do not read. And if before you can and put a right you put a very nice, interesting text, and you can describe your product and what is it about, what it will bring, what are the benefits for the people. We read and we will go and get it. And this was how all the industries were working before. Now, well, that's the reality of our time. It's not bad, it's not good, it's a reality, and we have to live with it. Now it all comes to the digital image, and why it's even more important than before, because now we do not want to read. Whether you like it or not, believe me or not, we don't want to read even 3 photos. What happened? Now you, Chris, you have taken the job also of you have to express through your image. Now everything we want to say in 2 pages of the text, your image should show. So you think, is it it's a very now challenging work, correct?
It is challenging, because you basically need to to show up from all these rows and columns of competition that you have in the market. Having a great image or having a great headshot to begin with is imperative, so that you would be able to, at least from that end of the selection process, get an advantage in such a way, because even political people who are running for office gets judged by their headshots, isn't it? Even in political situation like voting, voters look at the image. Oh, I like this person better because he has a better headshot. We don't say that, but it's kind of like the visual representation that you put out there gives a really big impact
and
on the decision.
Affect or effect.
Yes.
Or affect.
Exactly.
This is so important. Have to have and it comes now about, let's say, having a proper professional headshots is the vital thing every person should have to have now in our era, and it comes from that things, the reality that I was talking about, that in what reality do we live in a digital era. So, and I can tell you that it's very, very important, and all the employees, as we talk about the professional headshots, so I'll talk from that perspective. All your HR specialists, they are, when you applied for some positions, they are looking at your footprint, at your digital footprint in the social media.
That's why you have to be very careful in what you post.
You can trust me on that, because I'm also responsible for finding the right people on right positions. And it's very important, because sometimes, and what we do and what we always do, so I'm doing it on a regular basis. I'm choosing the right people. And now, what do we look at? Yes, we look at the CV, but we go and look at his digital footprint in the social media. And I'm telling you, I don't want it to be the secret. I want every of you know this. So if it's very easy to find you in social media, because nobody's hiding there. You just type your name and you will be there. And then if you're applying for a position in, suppose in one of my partners' offices, because my services is to suggest and advise and to help, if needed, with finding the right people for their personnel. So, and then we find you dancing on the table in the nightclub, and that things. And I'm telling you what I see, and I'm telling you this is what is happening from my practice.
Yes.
This is not something it's not an imagination, or we see who you are, that you are leading a nightlife. So I know that this person, suppose, might not suit me, or might not suit the business that we have. So this is very, very easy. Be very cautious. And now you know that 80% of the information we get through our visual channels.
Yes.
So the photo you'll have on your CV will really make the first impressions. And don't forget that you won't have the second chance to make the first impressions.
Yes.
Then that's why I came today out of my hectic routine.
Oh,
Chris
my
knows
goodness,
my
thank
life.
you. Oh dear.
It's between the
Yes.
airports, flights, shootings,
Wow.
and other things. You know my routine. And I can because Chris is an amazing specialist, and if he wants to talk about the headshots, we really have to team up and tell to people how important it is. And today we will talk about many interesting details that are
Yeah.
really useful, and why you have to have a headshot, and then you can decide what
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
going to post on your
Exactly.
digital footprint.
Exactly. So we will go to bits and pieces of details. Well, let's start with the basics. Let's start with color. Let's start what you want to see on your neckline. Let's start with the jewelry, with your poses, and with if it's you're gonna smile or not. So let's start from there. We'll get back to you after this break. Thank you. So we are here to discuss now basics on the headshots. What to wear to when you're preparing for headshots, for your business headshots. So let's start with color. I understand when I saw Madam Yasmin, Miss Yasmin here, she's wearing her this lovely pinstripe blue. It's her color. If you look good in blue, you look good in any color, isn't it? So explain me what you're wearing right now, Miss Yasmin.
Okay, this is one of my casual daily looks when I go for meetings or casual meetings, let's say, or business meetings. And blue, that's any mono plain colors, the basic colors for the corporate, for the official look. So it's gray, white, yeah. So you should choose plain colors, and the favorite colors of course the white, blue, any plain colors, not like floral or flashy. And blue is one of my favorite as
Beautiful. And I noticed you have your brand here. This is one of your yes, Yasmin of July. Yes,
because that's why we met on a fashion many years ago on a fashion photo shoot on my yacht. So yes, I have created. Official style is kind of boring, little bit boring. You cannot come there with some nice details or something. But being women, we want
you mean to say
adapt
corporate
something.
styling?
Yes, corporate. You
yeah.
have to be very, very, really very like strict. Let's say, let's say very moderate.
Yes.
So I have. I like cufflinks. I like details.
Yes,
and
I noticed.
And we will talk about these details.
Yeah,
They're very important, and very important how you can match and you can find the right details for your look. So I wanted to adapt some feminine things, let's say, some fashion things, and that's why this blouse is for ladies who are in corporate life like me. But yes, it's done just by my design because it is done for that we can wear cufflinks.
Nice.
So that's why it's Yasmin of July.
Exactly.
So it's very plain.
It's plain, but it's kind of like it's so sophisticated in such a way that when you're talking about, because on the headshot, you see the collar, you see the neckline, you see your ears. Probably if you do like this, you see some jewelry is there, but we are looking at a very subtle jewelry that only the trained eye can notice that, oh, she has tastes, and those people who are having those kind of set of eyes are people who works in HR, people who works in management, because they know and they kind of like have that special sense that you have a fashion sense and you know what you're doing, isn't it?
Thank you so much. Yes.
Very good. So tell me about these earrings that you're wearing. It's really interesting, and you pair it with a nice bracelet. Yeah. So where did you get those? I mean,
you noticed all
yes.
So actually for the when we talk about the jewelry for the corporate style, you prefer some tiny pieces like pins and not something big.
Yeah.
But
even so,
manager,
this is
I like colors.
Yes.
So today I matched it with the blue earrings, and then they are a little bit like, say, creative. So they are not that the pins.
I don't see it bulky. I don't see it too much, because it blends on your color anyways. It blends on the color that you have chosen.
This is the way how you choose it. So because it's blue and it's pink, so you won't immediately will notice, or your eye wouldn't go there for this.
It's kind of like it's monotone,
but it will create just the image. So to
exactly,
make it, yes,
beautiful.
And yes, just to pair it up, this is the same bracelet, so it all goes
nice.
So you can notice really the thing, but they won't really draw your attention when you meet the person.
And you have actually a second look that you have prepared. So we will show that to you in a second. The concept came from Isang Litrong Liwanag, the liter of light. It was founded by Mr. Ilyak Diaz that won the Zayed Future Energy Prize Awards back in 2015, which is in Abu Dhabi, UAE. We decided to work with models, athletes, and advocates who work in the water industry. Taking care of the environment should always be linked to our next generation. Our goal is to spread awareness of water pollution and how it affects our marine life and our food chain. We have showcased our artistic side using recycled materials as our headdresses, and we work with models and different creatives to help us interpret our message. We are back. Thank you very much for waiting, guys. So we have our second look. This is what we're going to use for the second look in our headshot session. At the moment, I would like to recommend you this book. It's Color Harmony, a second edition by Bride Whelan. The most important thing is you were wearing something calm, isn't it? And it's easy to the eyes, and it attracts you to have someone on a very somehow casual meeting, not this is for the closers. This look is for the closers, where it's more of a professional look. Actually, here, if you look at the pages, you have that, a professional look. It's more on the grace. On the power look, you have that touch of red, which is on the lipstick, which I really, really like. And also, you'll have also here rich and powerful here. Powerful, when it comes to powerful, they're more into looking at the primary colors, which is the yellow, the yellow, the red, and the blue. More rich colors, or more flashy.
Let's say,
more flashy. So this is a very it really helped me on my design, in my selection of colors. When you're talking with designers, the language that you have here can really help you a lot when it comes to your career in the photography, in design. And if you're talking with professionals like Miss Yasmin.
Thank you so much.
And so we have some bits and pieces of jewelry here. We will show you. So I kind of love the selections that you have. So you're wearing really something subtle here, and really that will match. But some of these really great pieces, but it's kind of too flashy for a headshot. So we will show you how it looks like. So, but Miss Yasmin has I really love the way she crafted the selections that she has, because what happens is, I think where to get these things, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. I can tell you. I saw how surprised was your face.
When
you saw this, because we're
because
shooting
the unique
corporate
pieces.
headshots, and what this is really something. And I will tell you, because you've invited the crisis manager. Now you've got what you wanted.
So guys, try to look at the at Yasmin of July Instagram page. Send her a DM. I'll give you I'm showing you the video of this on my B-roll. I'll show you how beautiful the pieces are, and then from there, if you like something, if you find it interesting, contact her directly so she can point you where to get these things, these pieces, lovely pieces.
With pleasure, with great pleasure. And So what I wanted to show, because okay, we all have all of these advices and tips and everything, but sometimes the life is not something that we planned, or not something that we were planning to do this evening. And this happens a lot with me, with my very active lifestyle. And why I brought this flashy, absolutely not official or corporate jewelry, because I wanted to show how we can do the transformation, how you can easily be classy.
Yes.
Because official looks, they are moderate, classy looks, and sometimes we have to have business meetings, and then we might have an event in the evening.
Yeah,
and
to go out. Yeah, afterwards.
Let's be honest, we don't have time now to go to the makeup artist. Sometimes we do not have time to go and change the clothes, so get a totally another look. Now I want to show you my secrets, what I do, because we live in a real world, and in a real life. Then what happens? So then I use this jewelry, and I wanted to show how I use the same look, and then I can add up and change it with the jewelry.
Yeah. Just small details.
Shall we show this transformation that we
exactly
prepared?
Yeah. Actually, right now, after this interview, I would like to thank Miss Yasmin for coming for a short notice. It's kind of like after when I asked for volunteers, she kind of like, I would love to be in your after I not in my imagination she would volunteer somehow to do this for us. It's a really great pleasure, madam. Thank you very much.
This is really a friendly,
Miss
let's
Yasmin.
say, vlog today together. But when it's Chris, I would find the time in my schedule, because it's you.
Thank you.
No, seriously, guys, if you
Thank
want
you.
the head shoes, just watch closely and find this guy. He will do the proper things. Today, it's worth talking to you, because you understand it, and then people can also get the product.
Exactly. Use the promo code #PhotogsLive for your first session. We will give you a nice deal. Right now, what we will do, we will end this discussion, and we will do behind the scenes photo shoot with Miss Yasmin. We'll do it. We'll do capture a couple of looks for her that she can use for her profile, and let's see what we can do. All right, awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.